As this has got so much at stake. Your first day of play, your first IEM in CS2, you cannot be the first team eliminated with huge names and organizations in Counter-Strike. And so let's get started with a T-start for FaZe.
Oh, it's still favoring Vitality here. In this survival match, it's who dares wins.
Just on that ramp side.
Does not have much support, does old Magisk, because now calling top silo clear. Apex to cover off the secret cross, and that's where Spinks lies in wait.
Yeah, they might catch him looking. Nice shots out of Rain. Efficient doesn't quite adjust into the potential for Secret, and now it's Magisk's turn. Spinks has already found a second. Brokey could be Magisk's next victim as he has to back up to reload. Apex in support could get caught by Twist as he does round the corner.
Flew up that ladder.
Magisk. Oh, clean as you like. He could take all three, but Flamesy steals it. But Vitality start with a bang.
And you get a roar from Magisk there, and this is when you have to dig deep. This is where the competitors in the server really need to flourish. Both of these teams with an awful lot of experience at the top end of CS, and you're going to need all of that right here, right now. This is not the circumstance that I think anybody thought would be unfolding here today, but this is where you're going to have to hope that you've got a bit more juice in the tank, because quite evenly matched throughout the first two maps of play. FaZe Clan will be force buying back in without the bomb going down, so that was going to only leave them with a couple of Deagles and a scout for Carrigan, trying to make that his trademark alongside of holdmate Apex.
Yeah, to be fair, both of them have been up to it.
I love this main smoke that they're operating with. Throw this one from T-Spawn, a couple of lovely Nart out here lineups for this. It spills over the top with the new dynamic and completely cuts it off. Earlier in the day, Greyhound were doing one towards Heaven as well as Windows. You can throw multiple different variations of this, and you can set yourself up for Yard to become an aim map plane. And Carrigan, hoping to use this scout to good measure, has spotted a player behind the aircon unit. That will be Apex. He's dropped off and continues to take the duel. Some shots exchanged, but really not that much damage to boast.
No, that red container angle now for Carrigan noted. On the roof, Twist precise. Zywoo, undeterred, willing to take that duel against Carrigan, knowing or expecting Twist not to take in that fight. Audacious from Twist as they does avoid the nade damage successfully.
Flamesy coming up secret. Does he want to consider this? Zywoo's under pressure.
Yeah, they're not looking at him. No one's looking at him. No one's ready. Rain spins on a dime and nails the headshot. This is FaZe Clan Deegs after all. Twist though down to Zywoo.
Yeah, able to scavenge back his in-game leader's M4. That's going to feel nice.
Yeah, puts it to good use as well. Now Rops is gone. It's Spinks from main. And so just trying to take aim duels out Yard, and it's not going to be looking good with 20 seconds to work with.
You don't want to be saving it around like this, FaZe. You've got to get a move on. Pick your side.
Oh, and they are just going to be running into their demise. It's Zywoo, another frag.
Save the M4. That's not bad, but if you lose it after time...
Or lose it before. Magisk already rotating down, ready for it. So dream start for Vitality. They not only win the pistol, but take FaZe down in their force by second. Looking like that 3-0 to get the juices flowing.
Yeah, that is less than ideal here for FaZe. No plants in the first two rounds. Sure, a little bit of decent damage, but you're going to have to hope to back that up again. Here's the Scorcher from Rain. Gets to spot the dome of Flamesy playing whack-a-mole. But well managed from Zywoo, right? The fact that he peels back in towards Yard is really important and seemed risky with the MP9, but if he just played towards topside, it would have given over way too much space. So good cognizance from Zywoo to retain that territory. Now, if you're FaZe, a kill or two, that would be beautiful. Just make sure you keep the damage coming. If you're Vitality, all five staying alive and setting yourself up for what should be an onslaught of a half.
Yeah, 5 alive looks likely here, increasingly likely, as already with Twists and Carrigan shut down. Rain brought low. And Apex, oh dear. Tried to dunk on Rain, knew he'd done some damage, but it results in his death and demise.
I can picture Maniac's face in that very moment.
Yeah, exactly. Some choice words, I'm sure. Rain still gets away after catching another bullet. Just 7 HP for him now. And Brokey, noted in the lobby, went fishing for a frag on ramp, and now he tries his luck at Hut. Spinks comfortable to select this one. Robs does nail Spinks through just the gap in the door.
I'd say job done, right, at this point. The fact they've been able to get 2 kills, that's nice. Anything more would be tiny work.
Yeah, his options are limited, and Rain's gone too, so that might be all she wrote.
But this is, you know, Robs, a lot of people look at this and they go, oh, come on, mate, just die. But he's really just milking the clock to see if he can get anything more out of this. So making sure he's using every second presented to him Again, worst case, obviously not dying before the round expires, and Magisk will oblige. So making sure that that 3-0 sweep is completed. Now the buys are starting to take shape. I doubt we'll see a T-side AWP, but the conversation is more about what is ZywOo going to have in his hands. You rotate a Heaven player on Nuke, the AWP. It's getting information from your teammates and pivoting to the right positions. Obviously, these smoke walls, was watching the games earlier in the day when James Bardoff and Hawker were casting some of those Nuke matches, and you could really see how dynamic was the word they were using. A lot of these exchanges started to unfold because of the HE smoke combo with the smoke walls yard. So opening gambit from FaZe. They will obscure the vision of Squeaky Door. This does open the opportunity for someone to slink out and make their way down the vent. So that is something that needs to be kept in mind, but Spinks has gotten this off for now.
Yeah, just the two of them now, outside. Willing to take these duels. Apex will have a glance, but it's too late. It's too late. Now, Robs, he's actually given him a gift there. He's taken down one of the top side players.
So I might get caught off guard. No, he's heard the flash.
Oh, he's ready. Yeah, he's well aware of the potential. Forced forward by the Flames, and they're all hitting their shots now. Robs a second onto Spinks, takes them both down.
They still need to end the round here, and the bomb is currently over towards lobby. Magisk on the rafters. Might have an opportunity on a kill here. The low HP of Robs, his main is smoked off.
Clean.
Grabs that one.
Squeaky clean.
Feels like Apex, he's already conceded.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
Hey, they can't flank you, Magisk.
Yeah, nothing hell. Nothing hell. You're cool. Yeah, come with me. And the bomb will be going down on that low site. One thing I want to highlight, just that I saw that as Flames was the opening kill there, is that we've seen Flames have repeated struggles on this map in particular on that CT side. It's like a newer position, and it's a lot of responsibility, right? Like, Dupree had been playing this position for like years.
It is interesting the death he had, so we'll get it in the replay. I was just looking where the body was. So yeah, that's actually quite a hard clear, but someone has mechanically gifted it as thorough as somebody like Robs. This is going to be difficult to catch him snoozing. So great job on the highlight package there, everybody.
But definitely something just to keep tabs on, if that's something that they continue to kind of be rewarded for exploiting. I'm sure as you know the time continues in that role, he'll grow with it. Flames absolutely no slouch, but as expected, when you're playing against the very best, you are going to be seeing that small increment of 4 or 5%, whatever it may be, exposed.
So there's two learnings from this round if you are Vitality. One, they went for a dry cross yard. And the other is Robs is more than happy to waltz out hut and look for opening kills when we don't expect him to. So at this point, for Flamesy, for him to be on notice, sorry guys, my bad, we'll try not to give that up that opening pick. But game plan-wise, how do Apex and ZywOo as that yard combo contribute to make sure that that gap does not exist? Will they operate with a different opening gambit on this CT side? Spinks will now be wielding an MP9. And very lobby-centric right now for FaZe. You can see just all the bodies, either on the roof or in the lobby. No real presence towards yard, as what they're setting up for is something quite poppy towards top by the looks of things. Wait, hold up the ramp. Presence may also be in play.
Yeah, so I mean, for sure, we're going to be seeing a lot of nades out of this position with Carrigan and Brokey both postured to nade topside.
Well, what type of rotation are they hoping to draw? Because I spoke about opening gambits. Well, they've started 2 players lower, Flamesy and Magisk both on the lower deck. Ramp is open for business. If they think that that top pop was the reason, or at least the fake, well, they'd already rotated B. Hasn't panned out the way you hope for.
This angle's perfect. Magisk should at least have the first, never mind the second on the spray. Oh, what? The efficiency! Clinical out of Magisk. He had 2 bullets left and just taps him down. That's a 3K and a round winner for Magisk.
That's a worst case scenario because FaZe think they've done the job. Hey, we fake top. They're all rotating top. It's good. They go into the lower side. Magisk is there. He gets 3. Yeah. Even if you got past him, Flamesy was already on the lower deck.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's a dream for Vitality, especially after you've just conceded.
This is a gap. Carrigan needs to Carrigan didn't clear his CT vent. Oh. Maybe the player dropping off hut was heard and it was communicated, so it was glued towards hut instead of worrying about CT vent. But Magisk, a big smile on his face, and understandably so. 4-1 now, 3-round lead.
Yeah, I want to see if it was actually the last guy. It sounded like it was the last.
3 bullets. Yep.
Oh, you absolute demon. Excuse me.
You want some water?
I have some fresh ones here, yeah.
I feel like a player with one of these bottles.
I do. I feel very special.
Okay, well, FaZe can get a buyback for sure. There is a Deagle in the mix, but in any case for everybody else, as a nade whistles past the ears of Rain now with bullets in between them.
He's comfortable, wants to take those jewels, no problem. ZywOo holds out yard. Apex finds another on the aggress. It's Rops that tries his luck, or was it? Yeah, it was. Both Rops and Rain gone.
But you see there Apex towards the top side. He's meant to be in combination alongside of ZywOo towards yard. So they did bolster A. I spoke about the issues that they had with the lost round of Rops just kind of waltzing onto the site and getting that flamesy kill. Well, they got 3 players there now to make sure that those gaps don't manifest in the same way. And look at Spinks already on the roof with 1 minute and 8 seconds. He might even get this kill. Oh,
he's away.
Carrigan.
That's a great recovery.
But think about how far forward he was. You still have so much you have to clear across the map here. And with Twist completely removed from the pack, the group up option of all 3, it does not exist.
That's not ideal. Good work from Brokey, actually managing to get away from the shots. But ZywOo, yeah, comfortable. You can see how Twist had so many things he was potentially open to. Just edged his bets incorrectly. There's some run and gun. Brokey, actually, Flames hit one.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. It didn't look like that at all.
It didn't. It looked like Brokey immediately killed him upon contact.
Yeah.
But still pulls the trigger onto the head.
Coming to terms with the new game and maybe some of the functionality of it all. And again, we mentioned this in the previous map, but learning from these players firsthand how it does feel on LAN, that is going to be one of the key takeaways, at least we have for the evolution of the game.
Saw a headline, didn't get a chance to read the article, but saw a headline about from INS saying Pika's advantage feels different on LAN, which was always been the case.
Yes, yeah, but it's just more so how much, and if
exactly.
that's something that they're able to replicate or tweak within the game so that everybody at home can have a bit better experience, because we know the woes that are out there.
Most def.
Don't mind the cheaters.
Yeah. Conversation for a later date as Tech9 and Deegs.
The arms race of cheat provider versus...
back.
Yeah, it's a tale as old as time.
And across the wall of smokes, also quite a familiar story on Nuke. Spinks will react. And he's got Magisk with him as well. So they've already they seem to have consistently been able to have 2 players down lower every time FaZe are giving it a go. And that looks like a comfortable double. Thank you very much. Magisk just does retreats. Let's Spinks try and find the rest. Flames catches Rops on the late arrival. And just like that, a clean 6th round in the bank.
Now this is not match related per se, but FaZe have been in a rough patch for a very long time now. It definitely has not been the sun shining on them like it was during their period of dominance, and there are a lot of questions about what the future of this team is. Now, this is only the first event for them in CS2. There's probably a bit of a, I want to say, adjustment period that they would be allowing themselves, but consider the mood to already be somewhat sour. It's probably not the best it possibly could be, and then you currently looking like you will be coming last place at IEM Sydney. Right, so if the mood wanted to get more sour, this would be the best way to get there quickly. And that is just an unfortunate factor that FaZe also have to battle against. And we spoke about the woes for Vitality. Obviously, Zonic departing for Falcons, leaving them in a little bit of a precarious situation. But coaching staff like Matt, more than capable of handling things. And Xtaz also to be making the return.
Yeah, a bit of a shoe-in for the position, Xtaz.
Probably on speed dial, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
hey mate, sorry we booted you. Can you come back?
Hi, we've just lost an irreplaceable coach, but you've done this before.
And we replaced you with him, but we won't replace you, Nick, this time, I promise.
Oh, ZywOo's ahead hunting. We're about to see a lot of action. Look at this 2-man setup again. They're just constantly keeping it dynamic.
May as well be 3 with Apex.
Yeah, seriously. Don't fancy FaZe's chances trying to break through this, especially now they've lost Rops again on this duel. It seems like Flames has learned his lesson.
Tap it in. ZywOo trying to take down Rain, but steps out into more fights. Broken looking the wrong way. ZywOo's got the double, but they don't know about Spinks.
Twist is so low, though. It's really going to hinge on Carrigan, and he's dead. Just like that. Spinks catches him. They're not ready for another. And now Twist, a dead man on the swing. I spoke too soon. Oh, my God.
Imagine.
Yeah, not far off. Not far off at all. If I could have that in slow-mo, how far was that bullet from the head of that swing? Flash came through, but he pulled the trigger anyway. That would have been one hell of a clutch. My God. 7-1, though. Ooh, this is Flames on Rops. He's been winning that head-to-head now. And this from ZywOo was great, but the fact that you kill ZywOo, you think, okay, thank God. And then Spinks is there. Flames comes through. You can see. Ooh, yeah, just a little shy, a little to the right. of the swing of flames.
This half has gotten away from them. 7-1 now. We're almost done.
Problematic. It is problematic, and just a stubborn aggression now that doesn't really lead to much. They just throw bodies towards the top site. It's all in vain. I say that as Rops has hit
one-on-one
the shots. The double kill from Rops, and now starting to play towards that B site.
Now remember, the sound is quite miserable. Did Matt just hear the vent?
Either way, he's heading the right way. Smoke.
Rops won't believe he's here so quickly. He will not believe he's here so quickly at all. Just that response time, Magis, the impact that he has had within this first half, insane. 13 kills so far, 1 death. Almost an immortal right here, the Dane.
Well, and his pistol round was where it begun, right? And then you saw that ramp 3K. It's all been Magisk. And now a clutch with a cheeky teabag on top. They know that they're winning the mental game as well as the physical game.
About the time for a T. We've just hit 7 past 12, so I think it might be bedtime for Vitality, or they've got a hot date, one of the two, because they are trying to get this one done and dusted as quick as you like.
8-1, that is a condemning scoreline.
They still have them somewhat softened, but there's just not enough rounds left within this half to do much with it. They would need to win, well, 2 rounds, and then they'd be broken essentially for the third, but at that point, you're just playing these rounds out anyway. So for FaZe, there's no economy break point like we would have in an MR15 game at this point. Because, yeah, they could still get 7 rounds if we were in MR15.
Right, yeah, different case now. Very different case. The AK's back out. But feeling like they're just banging their head against a brick wall now. Looking for a shift. Looking for a change, and that's the change they were hoping for. Spinks caught out. Not ready for flames. Oh, and with Apex's help, they shut it down into a 2-on-2.
Good trading.
Yeah, into the top site, though. Brokey, with that molly, can get the bomb down uncontested. This is a must-win if FaZe want to have hopes and dreams of not being the first team eliminated. Nades in. Zywoo swing. 1v1. He's made it look very competitive. He's straight on it. He knows. He's got the kit. You got to run. Rain's charging at him 1 second. Oh! Got it. Close call, but Rain, he gets there just in time.
Zywoo drops on that. He's close to the silo if he had an opportunity, and then Rain maybe has no hope in that moment. Oh. It's so quick for Zywoo to realize it's not planted for him and just drops straight on that bomb.
Yeah, that's gangster. Well played by Rain to just get there in time.
God, he skates on something cruel. This was the opener. Spinks looking in the wall. The HE blows. That is a beautiful way to find that opening and clear out the corner. Very cool. Very cool. And a necessary one for FaZe, as we've been discussing. Here we go then. If they win this, for the final round, it will only be loss bonus for Vitality to work with. Yeah, as I was pulling out the alligator, I'm intrigued to see if he goes hunting for some aggressive lobby. Nice nade onto Rain on the silo. Looked like they were posturing for outside. Probably still will. You'll take an 8-4. Oh my, they would bite your arm off for an 8-4. But far from a guarantee here, Chatty B. Interesting, they went for the main smoke and then they've even limped out first smoke towards Yard. So they've crept up behind Red with 3 players. They could do an impromptu smoke wall. Looks like that's the play. And then across they go. Nobody right now down towards the lower deck for Vitality. That makes a change. Yeah, they seem to be more fortified there more often than not. Magis could start pivoting down. The vent rotation would be ill-advised. They just... I don't want to say it. Save? They're going to lose the side completely. And look at all the utility remaining for FaZe. It's plenty of HEs and flashes. I guess it's not crowd control, util. This is the fight. If Apex goes down, they might consider it. He's the one with the kit. And he's the one taking that first fight. Stubborn was Apex, but down and out. 2 down now. And Carrigan even coming in for a late rival. Where's he getting off to? I don't know. Maybe Heaven would be huge, but he has no idea. Zywoo shotgun's been found and now shut down. Well, as mentioned, if they rip everything away, it will just be the loss bonus for Vitality to operate with, which is only going to be the 1900 for the final round. Yeah, it looks good for it as well. Look at Rops' position here. Oof, shut down. That's an AK upgrade for Spinks if he can get away with it. Yeah, this is really nice. This is actually huge for them to have these rifles on Flamesy and Spinks. Now, both of them playing over towards A. I'm curious to see if that's how they want to start with them, or if you want to try and change things up, right? If you start these 2 key pieces of weaponry when on the other side, your teammates, they're really going to have nothing to boast about. Maybe some MP9s, maybe some 5.7s. So I'm going to be interested to see. This would be a great time for a timeout to just discuss your options before heading into halftime. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Some steady shooting for FaZe as the buy. We'll see Magisk with a Famous. 5-7, a shotgun, and the 2 retained rifles.
Okay. Let's see how this final round boils down. Apex takes the shotgun into a prime position if they try the same strat again.
Might be the perfect adaptation from Apex.
Yeah, quite inspired, really. Oh my god, especially if it's Brokey that rounds the corner first. Look at Rain. Look at the ground he's covered. Do they know he's there? They do, certainly. But still a big frag onto Magisk. Rain lives on. Carrigan does not. Spings from main. Gets it done, smokes himself off. Out of dodge. Flames caught out. Brokey clears through. Finds the woo. Apex dead as well. 8-4. Chad, we talked about it, but 8-4 is a recovery. The last 3 rounds of the half, and 8-1 goes 8-4. FaZe looking to hold on and avoid elimination. Single half of Counter-Strike separates one of FaZe and Vitality from being eliminated in last place, joining Vertex as the first teams eliminated from IEM Sydney. Day 1 of play, and these two Titans clashing in our third map, final half of it. One of them's going home. FaZe Clan have given themselves just enough to keep their fingertips on. It was looking like it could have been a helpless half. But FaZe, they strung together 3 consecutive rounds at the tail end of their T side. And now this pistol worth its weight in gold. If they can pick this up, and it looks like Apex is charging straight out of the squeaky door. Good clicks from Brokey with a double, and double pistols from Twists on the dual Berettas has brought home that must-win pistol.
Okay, well, kicking this one off with a bang. That's now going to be 4 consecutive rounds for FaZe if you conclude the last half, and now the pistol. Let's see how long they can keep this spree going, because it felt at one point that this was all over. Good night, goodbye FaZe, enjoy the long flight home. It was 8-1. Now when it becomes just a 3-round game and there is no bomb plant available for Vitality here as they just get shut down. We'll see them take the more conservative approach. A flash for Apex, a deagle for ZywOo. So we'll stick on board with Mathieu for a moment as he catches a nade.
On your head, son. And out of hut. 3 of them gone. Make it 4. Twists gets himself a good couple of kills. And that conservative approach, at least it's an efficient approach. That was very quick.
Yeah, and that's, as we were talking about in the first half, that's one of the keys here. Remember, alongside for Vitality, they took a couple of casualties in those first few rounds. FaZe actually also operated with a 4-spy. So slightly different approaches from these two teams, at least in the early stages of their halves. Now the AKs will be equipped, plenty, 5 of which, a couple of smokes to work with. Flashes, nothing really else for Vitality. So is it a smoke wall and go? Well, it's squeaky door control for sure. And they're burning, they're melting. Magic and Spinks almost both from 100 to 0 just in the flames.
Yeah, that was a very well-placed Molotov. Twist doing some serious utility damage. Robs has built upon it. ZywOo's already gone, and Vitality now already looking like they've been rocked. Spinks with 4 HP. He's going to be hard cleared here. Just lovely from Twist. This is his round. Rob's contributing. Rain as well with that MP9. And they keep it spotless. That is a perfect round from FaZe Clan.
Well, 2 of them back to back.
You couldn't ask for more, especially because now it's no longer a bonus because you've just hoovered up those rifles. Thank you very much. We'll be taking those.
Yeah, 3 AK-47s and 2 A1Ss, and that molly, I cannot believe. Like, you want to sit squeaky door and try and control how we move in the top side? No, not at all. And Rain, using that SMG like a rifle, as just a light investment from Vitality. Now this is where they need to make sure it's not just another thrown away round. It can't just be quick, it can't just be in your face. I understand it's late and the fatigue is setting in, but you need to do something as unit to keep them on their toes.
Well timed from Twist, a perfect smoke onto Squeaky as the door was blown off. They do have another HE if they wanted to give it a go. Twist, he can pot shots and that HE is connecting. That in Molly looks good too. Look at the abuse they are suffering in the lobby.
Well, there's nothing going on towards yard whatsoever. So on high alert towards ramp and topside to make sure that there's no explosion in their face and making sure they get ahead of the curve. So harassing as much as possible, and now this will make the cleanup even easier. Is there a consideration to try and test their luck elsewhere? It still looks like they're posturing towards A.
That flashbang from Apex could be a difference maker if they were to go off of it, but no such luck. Still smoked.
Wait, they just gave up ramp.
They did, and look how quickly they've reacted to it. Now Robs has got 4 players on his agenda. Beautiful from Robs. Give him the ace. Stunning spray from Robs as he gives FaZe more hope.
This is extremely problematic for Vitality now. That is 3 consecutive rounds without a single kill, without a dent, without any damage really whatsoever. And this was the top fake working perfectly. And Robs mowing him down. We'll make that ace number 5 of the tournament so far. 5 aces in one day. So he will join the club with Spinks, Nafany, Malta, and JT.
This has to be where we need a Vitality frag at the feed, folks. It's one-way traffic. FaZe, they recovered their half, and now they're giving Vitality a similar feeling. The need for recovery.
Again, nothing towards yard noted. They had 3 players, so they know it's clear.
Yeah. Which means, surely, this Robs ramp...
Can't be now, even if you wanted to.
But where's the way down?
Has to be through vent.
Stampeding.
Look at all the nades.
Oh, Carrigan, no, hasn't been heard. He's got such a fast flank from the trophy side. They've got the perfect setup here. Now Carrigan's got the Feckles up. He's showed up on ramp. Now they're aware.
They're blowing open the door.
Oh, perfect. First bullet from Robs. He pre-aimed it perfectly. Takes him off the bomb. 2 casualties for Vitality. It gets awkward now. Barrage of nades and bullets, and Robs is pushing for more. He actually connects onto Spinks. Extends their advantage. What can ZywOo do? He's got Magisk with him. 2 of the sharpest shooters for Vitality in the 2v4. Objective, not give anything up. Oh, I say that as Twist just flying around the corner, gets some answers. Brokey will get the frag, and it's only Magisk. 30 seconds up against practically a whole team. Finishes off Brokey. He's given another chance, but Twist, happy to oblige, takes the fight, and another one from FaZe.
Okay, well, sure, they took some casualties, but in this half so far, we played 5 rounds. The bomb is yet to go down. There's only a total of 4 kills for Vitality, and now with the look on the face of Spinks, this one is dire. Loss bonus maxed on out going forward. But this was great. So they essentially condemned them to the coffin of the B site. We've lost control. Vitality took entire control with all 5 players. They had so many nades when they made their way in towards the lower side, but FaZe handled that with poise and grace.
Look at what this has led them to.
This is such a quick game as well. I think we said as we returned that it was 10-2. 10 to 12 local. Right. It's now only 20 past. So half an hour, we are speeding through this.
Nade chips further away. Look at the angle. Look at the frag. Robs his lockdown ramp again. Another multi-kill delivered. This is his ramp. He's making that abundantly clear. And with only the 1 casualty again for FaZe, the cash is flush for their run to the finish line here. Vitality, though, you know, just as you'd highlighted previously, sorry, but it's just that with FaZe having multiple struggles over the course of the tail end of CSGO, coming into CS2 looking for a new flavor, it looked like they were going to be stomaching another brutal and harrowing loss. Now it's Vitality we start to put under the microscope.
Well, this is one of the things, one of the keys for FaZe is the fact that they have never given up. But at some point, humans break. At some point, you lose faith. Well, here they've kept it. And now they're on an amazing spree. They were down 8-1 at one point. They have won 9 consecutive rounds.
They're all so zoned in.
And they haven't given away a single opening kill in the second half so far.
How are they holding on to focus when your circadian rhythm is completely out of whack? You're heading into midnight territory, well past it now. And you just had a 36-hour travel day.
Gaining yard presence. Another opening kill. Another opening kill in FaZe's favor for 11.
Yeah, this is really dire straits. Maybe Spinks can be the difference maker. It has to be someone like Magisk. 1 and done. Carrigan a double. An 11th already inscribed by FaZe's name. Is this really how it ends for Vitality in Sydney?
This is about to be flawless. About to be flawless. Matt calls a timeout, but again, you're at the bottom of the barrel. What are you meant to do? We've already spoken about the loss bonus maxed out, but without the plant, you can't get yourself a full buy. You can see Magisk has already purchased in towards an AK. He's going to have that equipped. Sure, he could sell it back if the boss says no. But 12. We're almost at 12 rounds for FaZe, and this has happened in the blink of an eye. Huge performances from the likes of Rain. 20 kills, 18 for Rops, Twist, 15. Sure, Carrigan and Brokey haven't hit double digits just yet, but they've been part of this comeback story.
100%, but yeah, you're right. Rain and Rops in particular are standing out to me on the CT side. Real sharp shooting, catching flames just as the smoke's bloomed. Another onto Spinks. I mean, this was Rain's round. Gets him up to 20. They still have the energy, still raising the roof upon the victory. FaZe will not go down quietly, will not go down without a fight. And Vitality right now, that's exactly what they're doing. No fight at all. Not a T round to boast. From an 8-4 half, the score now reads 11-8. How long can FaZe keep this up? 2 rounds away from knocking Vitality down and eliminating them in last place of IEM Sydney alongside Vertex.
They just used 3 nades into the smokes and saw nothing.
They're across. Carrigan calling, surely going to be aware of this. He'll be hearing some of it. suspecting a lot of it. Robs is the one to react. Rain 2. They're here in time. Rain fires off his warning shots. This is looking good. So is that. Flames with one. ZywOo another, but Brokey, he got away with the dink.
Oh.
And Twist immediately down the vents, catches Magis looking around the decon. Can swing open the door. It's planted safe. Apex gets it down. Oh, Twist is vulnerable. Is this where Vitality buck the trend? ZywOo. Has to be ZywOo. He was so flashed. He's got booked by that one. Set up for success was Carrigan, and now he needs them all. He needs another 2. He might just have it. It's up against it all. And a huge clutch from Carrigan keeps the streak alive.
They buck the trend, yeah. They get an opening kill. They get in towards the site. They get the bomb down, but Carrigan, Finn Anderson, the in-game leader, gets it done.
Huge stuff. Huge.
This could be 12 consecutive rounds to close the map. 12 consecutive rounds to close the map.
It was an 8-4. It was 8-1.
It was 8-1.
It was 8-1 in favor of Vitality. Now it's 12-8. This is unheard of.
Look at him go. And you can understand why on the precipice of elimination, last place, FaZe say no.
Vitality needs someone. They've got big names in their ranks. They need someone to give them hope. Through brute force or otherwise, it has to be now. The call. No fun for the in-game leader now. You have to make the call that could be your last of IEM Sydney. And down goes Twist. It's Apex. Not only making the call, but he's found the double entry. He's taken down 2 members of FaZe. It leaves Robson Carrigan to try and close clean. Not to be, as into the top site, they do so clean.
In a 1-on-4, is this something he wants to consider giving a go? They have cash for days considering this streak. Damage. That should be what he's looking for right now. Sure, Vitality got the plant. Rip away as many of these rifles as you can. Make their life difficult. Make them squirm. If they're able to bounce back this late in the evening, considering what they've just gone through. Opening picks, they couldn't find them. Round after round, falling by the wayside. Just that fast pace out the gate into the second half, netting them nothing. And you're right, Apex, well, it was his turn to step up with a multi. Hook scope at range, making that rule slightly easier for Rops, but ZywOo will remove him.
I'm very impressed by the composure I'm seeing from Apex as well. Typically much more emotive in situations like this, but he's keeping a very level head.
Yeah, in his interview as well before the game, he was quite restrained as well. Didn't find need to be too animated just yet.
Well, there it is. Vitality post their first T round on the 9th of this half.
Is it enough, or it's just kicking up a bit of a fuss? Crowd smokes again. Spotted. ZywOo. Information going both ways. Damage taken as he looks over the cusp of the smoke for Rain, who's keeping his head tucked. And ooh, look at the tiniest of margins.
Yeah, right, and that flashback just arrived as well. Oh my god, it's hanging on by a thread. ZywOo does dismount. Waiting for that flash call is Robs. Flashed in. Wide goes Rain. 2 players already across towards Secret. 1 parked on red.
Look at Brokey.
Yeah, I was wondering if that space would be taken.
He's got so much room in towards lobby right now. A lot of resources have been used for Vitality to get the yard space. ZywOo's coming back with the bomb on the back.
With the bomb? When you've got players down Secret?
He's got Spinks with him in lobby.
Okay. Rain's just taken down Magis. That was the red container.
50 seconds.
Oh my god, ZywOo. He just out-AWP'd the AWPer with the AK-47. Brokey probably putting his face to his palm as what was a pick.
But the bomb's in lobby. 2 players are lower. A call has to be made. Do we go ramp to B? Do we go top together? Apex says, let's go up.
Rain, though. Rain going forward of this. He's going to spot him. Takes down Apex. There's only 2 of them. ZywOo and Spinks. Up to ZywOo. He doesn't have the health. And FaZe knock Vitality down. They live to fight another day. The first day of play in Sydney.
And absolutely shattered there is Apex. It has been quite the day at the office. Their first match taking place over 10 hours ago. The best of 1 openers. Both teams falling down to the